Okay? So the girl who goes to our school is very smart. Did you guess correctly? Let's give you one more time. So I'm just telling you now. There is a movie that I want to watch, and the girl who goes to our school is very smart. Have a look at them. What's the mistakes, please? There is a movie that I want to watch, and the girl who goes to our school is very smart. What's the mistakes, Jamie? Tell us. Calm down. Did you guess correctly? Let's have a look. An adjective must be connected to a sentence. An adjective clause by itself is a fragment, and we talked about fragments in week 1. Okay, so an adjective clause must be connected to a sentence. An adjective clause by itself is a fragment. Please remember that, okay? So, there is a movie that I want to watch would be correct, okay? So, because of this rule, an adjective clause must be connected to a sentence. An adjective clause by itself is a fragment, and therefore, there is a movie that I want to watch. And the girl who goes to our school is very smart. They would be the 2 correct sentences. Okay, students, take a look at the following picture, and do you know the object's name in English? Okay, so I want you to have a look at the following picture, and I want you to tell me the name in English. What's the name of this? I mean this. I know that's a girl. Okay, I mean these. What are they? What's this called in English? Okay, and here you've got it. Hoop Mania, but it's not called Hoop Mania. What's the English name of that, please? Okay, so she's gonna give it some of that. What's its English name? Okay, students, do you know the object's name? What is that object's name? What is it? The object, it's called a hula hoop. So when you get people going like that, it's called a hula hoop. They're spinning it round. I'm too fat nowadays for this. But the object is called a hula hoop. Okay, look at the following and tell me how can you write it better. Okay, so I'm going to show you something and I want you to tell me how do I write this better. Have a look at it. Okay, so the hula hoop is a toy. This toy became popular in the 1960s. So the hula hoop is a toy. This toy became popular in the 1960s. How can you make that sentence ding-ka-ching better? Have a look at it, please. The hula hoop is a toy that became popular in the 1960s. How are we going to make that better, guys? How can you write that sentence better? How can you do it? I'm sure you already know. Okay, so how can you write the sentence? You can combine the sentences into one sentence by using an adjective clause that begins with who or that. So how do you write it better? You can combine the sentences into one sentence by using an adjective clause that begins with who or that. The hula hoop is a toy that became popular in the 1960s. That's how you do it, using an adjective clause. Okay? The hula hoop is a toy. This toy became popular in the 1960s. How do you write it better? you do this. You can combine the sentences into one sentence by using an adjective clause that begins with who or that. The hula hoop is a toy that became popular in the 1960s. Combine the following sentences into one by using an adjective clause, please. Okay? So combine the following sentences into one by using an adjective clause. Gyeonggi-do is a big country. This big country surrounds... Sorry, Jamie's an idiot. Gyeonggi-do is a big county. This big county surrounds Seoul. Okay? And English is a language. The language originally comes from England. Jeju is an island. It is an island with many beaches. Namsan Tower is a famous building. It is in Seoul. Yi Shun-shin is a famous person. He was born in Korea. Sorry, rush that one a bit. Yi Shun-shin is a famous person. He was born in Korea. And Jamie is a professor. He teaches at Songshin University. So did you guess them correctly? Let's have a look. Let's go back. Gyeonggi-do is a big country. So this is what you're doing. You're going to combine the following sentences into one by using an adjective clause. Okay? So I'll give you that first one. Gyeonggi-do is a big county. This big county surrounds Seoul. English is a language. The language originally comes from England. Jeju is an island. It is an island with many beaches. So Jeju is an island. It is an island with many beaches. Namsan Tower is a famous building. It is in Seoul. Yi Shun-shin is a famous person. He was born in Korea. Okay. And Jamie is a professor. He teaches at Songshin University. Okay, did you guess them correctly? Let's have a look. So Gyeonggi-do is a big county that surrounds Seoul. English is a language that originally comes from England. Jeju is an island that has many beaches. Namsan Tower is a famous building that is in Seoul. Yi Shun-shin is a famous person who was born in Korea. And Jamie is a professor who teaches at Songshin University. So remember, we've got that and who as the adjective clause. Gyeonggi-do is a big county that surrounds Seoul. English is a language that originally comes from England. Jeju is an island that has many beaches. Namsan Tower is a famous building that is in Seoul. Yi Shun-shin is a famous person who was born in Korea. Jamie is a professor who teaches at Songshin University. Okay, students, now let's cover modals. And modals are used to add extra information to the sentence, so they're very important. Okay, so now let's cover modals, and just, I'm sure you know, modals are used to add extra information to the sentence. Put the following modals, might, can, should and must, into the box on the next slide. Okay, so please put the following modals. We've got might, can, should and must into the box on the next slide. Here we go. So the modal might, should, can, right? One of them is to give advice. Okay? One of them, the meaning. So one of them is to give advice. One is to show necessity. One is to show possibility and one is to show ability. Okay, and here are the example sentences. It is going to rain. You take an umbrella. What's the missing modal? And to give advice. You have a visa to visit Korea. The weather is bad. We not go to the beach. And Roberto speak 3 languages. So use these modals: might, can, should and must into these boxes, please. Have a guess. Which ones are there? Okay, so we've got the modals and we've got the meaning. To give advice, to show necessity, to show possibility and to show ability. It is going to rain. You take an umbrella. You have a visa to visit Korea. The weather is bad. We not go to the beach. And Roberto speak 3 languages. What's the missing modals? Okay, students, did you guess correctly? Okay, and we've got them here. Here's the answer. Should, must, might, can. Should is to give advice. It is going to rain. You should take an umbrella. Must is to show necessity. You must have a visa to visit Korea.